boys and girls. I'm Miss Mud Pie Manners, and I'm here to help you make a snowflake placemat today for your party at the end of this session. Oh, Miss Etty wants to come and say hi to you. Miss Etty, how are you? Do you know we're going to make a snowflake placemat today? Oh, you do? Yes, and you say hi to the boys and girls? Hi, boys and girls. Yes. Oh, well, Miss Etty, I know that you want to tell them a manner, okay? But before we tell them the manner, I know that you also want to show them a book that shows snowflakes. And the snowflakes are no two are alike, are they? Remember that? No two are alike. And so I'm going to get the page for you to show them that these snowflakes show that there's no two alike. And you see Miss Etty's going to point to this one and this one, and they're very different, aren't they? Yes, they do not match. They're not the same. Well, I'm going to put the book back, and Miss Etty, I'm going to put you down, and you can tell them the manner later, okay? All right, good listener. Well, boys and girls, you're going to need a piece of blue paper, like I told your parents. You're going to need your computer paper or white paper so that you can make your snowflake. You're going to need paint, white paint, and you're going to need a cup and a paintbrush, and maybe a little water. Well, I'm going to show you, first of all, how to make a snowflake. And the first thing you do is you take your paper and you're going to cut off the corners. So I'm going to get my scissors and I'm going to cut off the corners of each rectangle. Remember, this is a rectangle, 2 short sides and 2 long sides. So I'm going to cut the rectangle off like this. And now I'm going to make a circle. And I think my circle is going to be a medium-sized circle first, because I'm going to make about 3 circles. So I'm just going to keep going around, right? And now I'm going to fold it over so that now I have a semicircle. This is called a semicircle. And then I'm going to take it and fold it over again so it looks like a cone. And then I'm even going to fold it over again. Now I'm going to take my scissors and I'm going to make some cuts in the cone, okay, like this. Now it might be a little messy, so you might have to throw it away in the trash can as you do it. But as you see, I'm just taking my time. Now I'm going to open it up, and a surprise. Watch what happens. Ooh, isn't that pretty? So I'm going to place it over here on my blue paper. That's the first one I'm going to do. And I'm going to make sure that all my little scraps of paper are off my blue paper. You can throw them in the trash can so that it is not messy. Now I'm going to make another snowflake placemat. So I'm going to cut off the corners here again. Like this. And this time I'm going to make it a little bit smaller. Down like this. And now I made it a little bit smaller. Throw away my scraps, put my scissors down neatly. Always clean up your place. Take my paper, fold it into a semicircle once again. Fold it into a cone once again, like this. Now fold it again like this. Now I'm going to take my scissors and make some more cuts in this one. And maybe I'll make it a little bit different. So I'll go to the edge on the top and make some cuts there. And make a cut here. And I can make little cuts or big cuts. And now I'm going to open it up. And once again, a surprise! And look, this one is completely different from this one, isn't it? They do not match. No. So I'm going to put it down here on my paper. And I'm going to get rid of my little scraps of paper, and I'm going to make another one. This is fun, isn't it? So I'm going to cut my corners. Once again. And now I'm going to make my circle. This, a little bit smaller than the other circle. Take my pieces of paper. I'm going to fold it over so I have a semicircle again. Fold it again so I have a cone. Fold it again so I have a little cone. It's a little cone now. And now I'm going to take my cuts. Make cuts around here. And I'm going to make some cuts in here. Maybe some longer cuts. So I have a different design. And then I'm going to open it up. And I wonder what it's going to look like. Ooh, look at this one. Yes, this one's different, isn't it? Now, I have all three of my snowflakes. So I'm going to place these two over here to the side. And I'm going to take this one. And I'm going to work with this one first. So I have my paint. And I want you to see it. So I have my paintbrush. I have my paint. Put a little bit of paint in here. Put a teeny bit of water in here, like this. And stir it up, like this. Stir it up. Now I'm going to take my paintbrush and I'm going to put the paint on top of the snowflake. And I'm going to fill in all of those holes. Might go to the side also, like this, and just fill in all those holes, cover the whole thing up. Now I'm going to take it off, like this, and I have a design. Look what I have. Yes. Now, I'm going to take my other snowflake, and I'm going to put it maybe on top of this one. So it's sort of like this. And I'm going to take my paint once again, and I'm going to cover it like this. Right. And I want to cover all the holes. All the holes. I might need a little bit more. You want to cover those holes. You want to maybe go over the whole snowflake. So you want to maybe go around the edge of it too as well. And I'm going to take it off. And you see what I have. You see? See my snowflake pattern. Now I'm going to take my other snowflake and I'm going to place it over here, because I want it to be a different design. And I'm going to take my paint, hold my snowflake, cover it up with these, cover up the holes, maybe do the edge. Maybe I'm going to need some more. Take it off as soon as I finish covering it. And I'm going to put my paintbrush back, and I'm going to pull it up, and I have my other snowflake. Oh, look at that! Now, I'm going to either take my finger or take my paintbrush. I think it's more fun to take my finger. So I'm going to take my finger and I'm going to dip it in and just maybe make some little prints all over my paper like this. And maybe even take my paintbrush and make a design. Like I could do this, you see? Like this. Something different on my snowflakes. And do this. You see what I'm doing? See how I'm doing that? Doing this like this. Right. Now I'm going to take my other piece of paper that I have because I don't want it to be too wet, and I'm going to blot it like this. See how I'm pressing down on it? Because that way it won't be too wet. Keep blotting it like that. So now I have my Snowflake Placemat, and I'm ready for my party. Are you ready for your party? Are you ready, Miss Etty? Come on out and tell the boys and girls. I know. Oh my goodness, you just all ready, aren't you? Are you ready for our manner? Yes, it says, today you made a placemat that keeps you neat. It is something that you need when you drink or something to eat. Yes, that's what a placemat is for, isn't it? It's something that you need when you drink or have something to eat. And it keeps you neat, doesn't it? Well, boys and girls, I will see you next time, and I love you so much, and Miss Etty loves you, and we'll see you next time when we're making a snowflake centerpiece. Okay, bye-bye. Say bye, Miss Etty.